What's up, Spartans? Angie and I are back again. We are running a special for Valentine's Day for couples only. And last week we kind of talked large picture about how health and fitness has been a huge part of our relationship. And that's going to be a big focus in the couples challenge. Now, it's not a weight loss challenge. It's a challenge to get your asses up and do something positive together that may cause some conflict, but it'll be some good conflict, some competitive conflict. Last week we kind of talked about big picture, kind of why it's important to us. Today we're going to talk about something that we talked about, how we rely on each other when we're feeling weak. So what I mean by that is I have some weaknesses that Angie definitely is stronger at. I feel that I have some strengths that she is not quite as strong at. Maybe that's a stretch, but she's going to share some of those with you. And we just wanted to talk a little bit about that. What we're going to do in this couple challenge is give you workouts, give you nutrition advice, but also teach you how to do it together, right? As you can see, I'm standing here supporting her as she makes our salads for lunch. That's how we do it together. No, there is actually stuff that I do to help her out, and we'll talk about that here in a second. So, weaknesses, strengths, yin and yang, right? We talk about that a lot in our relationship. One of the things for me that Angie brings a lot of strength is consistency and discipline. Yes, I have some discipline in some areas, but in other areas, like these salads, she brings that firm hand, that discipline, that consistency to constantly be eating the vegetables. Now, I will admit, since we've started eating the vegetables and I've been eating salads every day for lunch, it has been way easier to maintain a healthy body weight for me, which is about 15 pounds lighter on average at the same amount of calories, almost the same amount of calories every day. And a lot of that you're going to learn as far as nutrients and why we eat nutrients. Another thing that Angie helps me out with a lot is pushing me through some of my mental challenges. One of the things for me is mindset, not so much around health and fitness, but other areas of my life. She's that rock, she's that support for me, not only to pick me up when I'm feeling down, but also to slap me like a little weenie that I can be, to say, get out of your own damn head, get up and go. And she gives you this, I don't do that. She's hard ass.
No, I know.
She's the hard ass.
You make me sound.
You are a hard ass. Like it's not making you sound anything. It's just that some people may not know that it's the actual truth.
I'm actually a nice person.
It's the truth. She is a nice person, but she's a hard ass. So those are couple ways that she supports me in some of my weaknesses. What are some things that I help you out with? Hopefully there's something.
It's almost the reverse of that. You talked about me being diligent schedule-wise and things like that, but I have a tendency to take that probably way further than I should at times. I let it get in the way of allowing myself the freedom to do other things. I'm super rigid. I'm very literal. I am, somebody who just thrives off the schedule, which I guess makes me a great program manager, but at times doesn't make me a very compassionate person. And I feel like what you help me with is to say, look, it's not that critical that this gets done, right now. It's pick something, whatever. I've got a half an hour, let's get on the motorcycle and go for a ride. Like, that will literally cause me to go, oh, what has to shift to do that? And then, okay, yeah, I'm okay with that. I think the other thing is, I'm going to sound like a horrible person. You are the heart in our relationship. Like, you think with your heart and you think with emotion, and I'm the head in our relationship. I think with everything that has to be logical and planned out. And so you help me realize there's a different side to things that, that you have to be emotional, and that it's okay to be emotional about certain things and to feel compassion for things. And so I feel like, you bring a lot to me. You soften my edges. That's what you do. You soften my edges for sure.
Yeah. And so what are you guys talking about? You doing counseling now? It could be counseling. Not that we're perfect by any stretch of the imagination. We just made a lot of mistakes and got through it.
Yeah.
But how does it relate to health and fitness? Well, let's talk first about what Angie said. She's very logical, right? So her philosophy on workouts is I work out at this time and I do this and I do that and I do this and I do that and I do this and I do that, right? It's just got to be check off the boxes and this is what I get. Well, Health and fitness is not check off the boxes all the time and this is what you get. A lot of people out there will try to tell you, eat these calories, do this workout, this is gonna happen. Bullshit, okay? There's a lot more flow to it. There's a lot more being relaxed and not rigid, right? Think about some of the athletes that you've watched in sports. Sometimes they're like, man, how do they move so fluidly and so flawlessly under all that pressure? Well, that's a little bit of the flow. But in the same aspect, you can't just be willy-nilly all the time and not have a schedule and not have plans and be intentional, because then you'll find the path of least resistance, and that means your ass is sitting on the couch not doing anything, right?
Right.
So there's a benefit to knowing where your partner is, to helping each other achieve your health and fitness goals. Now, ultimately, she's my teammate, right?
Yep.
If we get to retirement age and I can't move and I can't do some of the things that she wants to do, she's gonna leave my ass at home, okay? And in the same aspects, I expect her to stay in great shape and do all those types of things so that we can be active in retirement. And that's what it's all about, right? We work all the time, we do all this health and fitness, a lot of times to, oh, I just wanna weigh less or I wanna have less body fat, which is awesome. And it's gonna help you live a longer life, but it is so little in the grand scheme of things.
I would agree. That's just sorry if I'm getting off camera here. That's an added benefit to everything else that comes with this, right? Mm-hmm. And so I feel like over the years and our time together, you know, I'm probably from a body composition, everything, I'm probably as good now as I've ever been. Probably 8 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever, when we first met, I was a little bit lighter and probably more lean, but I was working out twice a day, 5 days a week, and training for like 4 different events at the same time. So, and I was not in a good, healthy place. You know, you've taught me over time that, you know, consistency, and as we've grown and kind of morphed this program together, you know, that's really taking the stress out of all of the consistency and just knowing somebody else has your back and going through it with you, like, I feel like has had physical effects on me as a part of that. So yeah, it's definitely a journey. It's a journey that you take together, that you commit to each other, that you're going to do together. Yep. And it's a lifestyle. And I don't know anything different at all. And our kids don't know anything different. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, and that's another thing, right? The kids are picking up on that. Addison and Carson are both picking up on some of our traits around this type of stuff. Mm-hmm. As far as the food choices, as far as being willing to, I mean, one thing Addison has done, we say, hey, you're going to ride your bike while we go for our walk every day. And she gets out and she does it and understands that that's something that she needs to do. Carson has taken a lot of the same responsibilities and taken a little bit of each of us, even though he's not mine. You can see some of my characteristics bleeding over into him. And is getting back active, back at school. Yep. We all have ups and downs. One of the biggest things with it, though, is we often don't listen to our greatest cheerleader. I'm guilty of that, if anybody is, right? But it's important that when we're in a health and fitness journey, when we're just in life in general, and we step on the scale and we feel defeated, like, man, I wish I would have lost another 10 pounds in this 12 weeks. But if your wife says, man, you look good, or your husband says, man, those pants look really nice, instead of being a jackass and saying, oh no, but I got this and I got that and I got this, try saying thank you. Try saying thank you, because they're probably not lying to you, because lying to you is probably going to be more damaging than if they just told you the truth. Right? And that's what it's all about. Like, having an honest relationship. We all want those honest relationships, but also being able to do these things together, right? And rely on weaknesses of the other, of your weaknesses being strengths of other people. Anything else as far as how we work together, yin and yang, in our health and fitness that some people might want to know about?
Oh gosh, I don't know. You're my person. You're my teammate. Then we approach a lot of things around a team atmosphere, and I know you have a whole lot more experience in athletics than what I did, but I still know what it's like. I have a team I work with every day, right? So I have to have those same characteristics, and you have my back, I have yours. When you fall, I pick you up. You do the same for me. When I don't want to do it, you push me, and I do the same for you. And so, and having grace within each other. So don't be irritated because they're trying to get you to get off the couch and do something, go for a walk. They're doing it because they love you. And so try to look at it with that perspective and embrace the time. Embrace the time together, but embrace the experience together, because it will, I mean, it's like, I don't know, we get frustrated with each other sometimes, and then if we're here all day long, every single day, and if it's, you know, whether it's you running to your parents for the day or me going to do something, it's about an hour after you're gone, and it's like, oh gosh, I wonder when he's coming. It's like you miss the other person, even though you were ready for him to get out of the house.
Yep.
But anyway.
And a little bit about what she said, as far as encouraging you to get up off the couch, it's not to be a nag or any of that type of stuff. That can play men into vegetables too. And women, the same thing. And to eat healthier and to not pick up, you know, the junk food. Don't be the type of spouse that is an enabler, right? Coming from being an addict, those types of things. Enablers are way worse than somebody that's going to be honest with you. So it's important to have that honesty around food and workouts. Last thing, real quickly, that everybody's like, well, my spouse is a different fitness level than I am. Guess what? We're at different fitness levels. She enjoys more. I'm not going to say that she's better, because I could be better. At endurance and at running and those types of things, she really enjoys that. And she has learned to enjoy more of the Olympic lifting and some of those types of things. She also looks at workouts a little bit differently than I do, where she will go into it. She's going to probably shake your head no. Into it like, I'm going to get this workout done. I'm going to burn this energy. I'm going to get through these movements, get stronger. Where I go into it a little bit differently, like, oh man, my right foot was in the wrong position and my left foot wasn't quite turned out the way that it should be, and pay a lot more attention to details and that type of stuff. But she can appreciate that, because in every other area of our life, it's reverse. I'm just going to get the shit done. She's going to pay attention to all the details. So you don't have to be on the same exact fitness level to do similar things and to get similar benefits. There may be times when she's coming off of shoulder surgery that she had different workouts than I did, but we worked together. Same thing when I had knee surgery. Same thing when it comes to food. There's foods that she enjoys more than I enjoy, and I enjoy more than she does. But we work together to make sure that it's in there each and every week, so that we're on the same page. Anything else?
I don't think so.
No. If you guys have any more questions or want to know a little bit more around how we deliver our nutrition, our mindset, and our workouts, please reach out to me. Also reach out to me if you're interested in about what this couples thing looks like. We're going to do some things together, right? It's going to work as a team and help you guys develop a strategy that works not just for one, but works for both of you guys, so that you can do all the same, not workouts, but the same strategies, and implement those strategies based on where you're at. Until next week, we're going to do another one next week.
Okay.
Valentine's Day is coming soon. Don't wait till the last minute. This is going to last, and these skills that we're going to help teach you are going to last a lot longer than the chocolates and the flowers. So, hope to see you guys soon. God bless.